Hi there, today we're going to do your heel work position for loose leash work for your dazzling dachshunds. So this is how we go about it. Choose a nice safe space. We can do this indoors in a big room or in your garden if you've got an easy space to work around, or if you've got a big field to work in where it's safe to do this kind of off leash or on a long line, absolutely perfect. So the bigger the space, the easier it is to get a decent result here. So what we're going to do is create the position of heel. So what we have to do is have a clicker ready and a reward in hand, so we've got a steady supply. So what I want to do is establish the position. So rather than just asking George to come towards me, I'm going to ask him to hit the heel position. So I'm going to walk away and reward here. Click and reward as George arrives at my heel. I'm going to actively walk away from him. As he arrives here, I'm going to click and reward. As he arrives here, click and reward. So I'm setting George up to kind of be able to come back to my heel position. I'll keep walking around until George is right at my heel. Yes. Walk away again. He arrives in heel position. Click and reward. Click and reward. So I'm going to keep reinforcing that position until I can bring George back into that position. But I'm going to just work away just now. He's on my right hand side and I'm picking my left hand side as my criteria for reward. Here we go. Click and reward. Walk away again. I'm going to bring in heel. Yes. So I'm now going to bring in the command to heel. I'll walk away. Heel. Yes. Heel. Yes. Good boy. George, heel. Yes. George, heel. Yes. Good boy. So he's picking this up really quickly. Now he's away ahead of me, which is a good opportunity for me to do this. Back to heel. Yes. Good boy. So it was like me opening a big door over to my left, a nice full quarter turn to my left as my indication to bring George from the front position back into heel and giving way in heel position. So I'll show you that a few times. So George, heel. Step forward here, yes. So I've rewarded him bang on the heel there. I'll walk forward a bit and walk away. Oh, heel, yes, good boy. I'm going to walk away over here. George, heel, yes, good boy. George, heel, yes. So we're making a target out of that heel position. It makes it highly rewarding to keep going back to that position, which is the all-important position for heel. Reload my hand again, heel. Good boy. From front position, open my door left, heel. I'll give you that. George, heel. Yes, good boy. Heel. Yes, good boy. George, heel. Yes. Heel. Heel. Good. Again, it's quite rapid fire here. Heel. Good. So what he is doing is stopping at heel, giving me eye contact in the perfect position upon arrival, and then I click. George, heel. That. Good boy. George, heel. Yeah, good boy. It helps if I pop my left hand down and help him work out where the target is by visualization. So here we go. George, heel. Step forward here. Yes, lovely. Again, I've emptied my left hand, so I'm going to reload before I start again. We don't want to mistime anything. I'll walk away. George, heel. He's out of position, so I'm going to pull back, ask for heel. He turns in. I step forward. I'm not going to always step forward at the last moment. I'm just helping him get it correct for the short term. Heel. Yes. I'm going to drop a wee reward down there and bring in a heel. Yes, good effort, good boy. George, heel. Good. Keep moving away from your dog, heel. Good boy. Now George is extremely motivated for food. He's a little rescue dog who came from a kill shelter in Hungary, and he's probably had quite a tough existence before we took charge of George, but he's definitely very, very, very highly motivated for food, which makes our life a lot easier. Right, George, heel. Yes, good boy. Heel. Good boy. So I'm not asking George to walk with me for any distance or any length of time before I reward him. I'm purely establishing what I mean when I say, George, heel. And he's cottoned onto that really quickly. It's the first time he's ever done this. George, heel. Yes, quite a dramatic jump at the end there. Whoa. Heel. Lovely. So you can see him giving me eye contact as soon as I stop and say heel. George, heel. Oh, stop there, so I'll pull back. George, heel. Yes. So you have to be pretty specific about what you're rewarding for. So if you don't get exactly what you're looking for, don't click on reward. Just withhold, start again, establish a new position, and help him get it correct on a different turn. George, heel. Yes, good boy. What this does help you with is when your dog's out in front of you pulling ahead and we ask for heel, you'll get your dog to return to heel without you tugging on that lead at all, because we want this to be quite passive, and we want the dog to choose to come into position because it likes to be in that position, which is highly rewarding. So that helps us avoid tugging on the lead, pulling on the dog's neck and back with a harness or collar, regardless of what you use, either if it is harness or collar. We just don't want pulling on the leads preferably. Right, into heel. Good boy. So I would do this sort of 3-4 times a day, timed about 5 minutes ago, and within a couple of days you'll have established a pretty good heel position or a decent understanding of what you want when you say heel. George, heel. Good. All the hand movements will be phased out eventually, but I'm just trying to help George get it correct early on, especially in his first lesson here, which he's doing ever so well. George, heel. Nah. Heel. Good. It becomes a bit like a game as well, and George is giving me full focus every single time I'm asking him to do anything, which is what we want. George, heel. Good. George, heel. Good. So you can see me backhand heel, backhanding the foot at my calf level to George's face, and that is a perfect loose lead position that I'm trying to achieve. If I reward there and keep rewarding in that perfect position, flat hand to the back of my calf in George's head height, then you are going to fairly quickly establish the perfect position. If you're a little bit slack about where you're rewarding, for example, if you stop and delay and reward your dog out here, that's what he's going to think is heel position the whole time. So we want to get it right and keep getting it right from the word go. So do be very specific about what you're rewarding. Into heel. Yes. Heel. Yes. So if I'm out in front, it makes it dead easy to get a reward in there in that position. But if I have to pull him back or bring him back in visually with that opening door movement back to heel, I'll have to move forward then and heel, establish my position again once I'm in the front position. So it just allows him to get it correct without me doing too much corrective stuff there. George, heel. Yeah, good boy. Walking on there, heel. Good boy. Walking away again. George, heel. Yes. George, heel. Yes. Doing it ever so well here. George, heel. Yes. Good boy. George, heel. Yes. So these little returns to heel add a lot of punch to your heel work, because it means he's really motivated to run into that heel position, stop in that heel position, give you eye contact and his full attention, all rolled into that one heel. Yes, good boy. So you can see that built up from scratch there. It's the first time George has ever done this. He's done it ever so well. If your dog can do it that quickly, then we can move on that much quicker as well. So if you do this for, as I say, a couple of days, we can move on to the next stage fairly successfully without too much trauma. Into heel. Yes, good boy. So a couple of minutes per go, 3-4 minutes maximum, 5 at an absolute push, moving around, using all your space, giving plentiful rewards, high frequency of rewards, and clicking the point where heel, he hits the target zone. That's all you have to do this week. So bash on with it, give it a good go, and we'll see you next week. We're going to add the leash on and make it a little bit more realistic. So I'm going to bring George back into heel, mark yes as he arrives, walk forward a good 3-4 steps, and then reward. Reason for that is I don't want George to yo-yo me If I reward him just for returning to heel and pay out, it's likely that I'm going to create a situation where he thinks he's done his job, and that's all he has to offer is basically that one moment of heel before he's releasing himself forward. So I want to extend out the duration at heel, which basically means I've got to add in a few more steps per turn with successes. So I'll bring him back to heel. Yes. Add 3 or 4 steps. Good boy. Now he's a wee bit excited today because he's full of beans. I'm going to go back to here, ask for heel. As he arrives, yes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes. And backhand that reward just to George's face behind my calf. Good boy. Now I'm going to turn around, ask for heel. Yes. Now he slipped out of position there, so I'm going to start that one again. Back to heel. Yes. Good boy. Good lad. I'm going to ask for heel. Yes. "13 steps or so. Good boy. As I say, he's a little bit giddy just now, so just bear with us. He'll level out once he knows he's going to get his rewards for working. To heel. Yes. Good. Good boy. To heel. Yes, good boy. So if your dog's bouncing around, jumping up and down like George is just now through excitement, just bear with it. Within about 5 minutes or so, you will get your dog to just calm down that little bit and know that the reward is only going to come for your one criteria, which is be at heel and stay at heel. Yes, good boy. Lovely turn, that one. Keep your little turns short. And don't ask for too many steps before you reward, otherwise frustration can build up pretty quickly. So I'm going to ask for heel. He's in heel position there. Yes, good boy. As I make my turn, back to heel. Yes. "15 steps. Yes, good boy. Ask for heel again. Heel. Yes. Yes, good boy. So you'll keep building and building like this. Heel. Good boy. Yes, good boy. So lots of owners ask me why I am not correcting the dog for bouncing, jumping up, trying to gain a reward for any other way other than the heel work itself. If I ignore that, it will die out fairly quickly. So I'm just not going to concern myself or help George reinforce that bouncing up. I'm just going to ignore it completely. It's just a little bit of extra energy. It will fizzle out as you go along and you'll get more focused on the job in hand. To heel, yes, good boy. Yes, good boy. So it really does matter where you reward. If you start rewarding out here, that's where you're going to end up with the end position. So I want them to be rewarded in heel position every single time, so that's the product that I end up with. Yes, good boy. Once you've established that heel means come to heel, be at heel, walk with me, you can stop with walk on and heel. Good. So that the end point is the heel command and stop and eyeball me. To heel and walk on. "20 steps, yes, good boy. Now because I've got such a short dog and I'm looking for a loose leash, it's very easy for the shorter dogs to step over the lead like that and get caught up. So we do a little bit of correcting of that position of the lead to start with by coming back down and get the lead out from underneath the dog. So anything shorter than a Cocker Spaniel, this does happen quite frequently. To heel, yes, and walk on. Yes, good boy. So as I say, stretch out the amount of steps per reward that you're going to give and build it up to about 30 steps per turn. Walk on and heel. Walk on and heel. Yes, good boy. Bit by bit, I'll give walk on as my cue to go forward and heel to slow down or stop. He's still bouncing. Walk on to go. Heel to stop, yes. Fairly soon I'm going to build it into walk on, stop, walk on, heel, walk on, heel, walk on, heel, so that we can stretch it right out to that 30 steps. Walk on. So if he's in heel position already, I'll just say walk on. I don't have to return him into heel. Heel. Whoa, whoa. George. To heel. Good boy. Yes, walk on. Heel. Walk on. Heel. Walk on. Heel. Walk on. Yes, good boy. So as I say, build it up. Make your segments of heel work very short and sweet. So building up from 3, 4, 5 steps up to about 30 steps eventually per reward. Okay, that's easy as that. And we'll see you next time.